What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the Quadfather. A lot of you guys are asking about if he's the best running back right now in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. I will say that he is. The problem is EA Sports kind of nerfed him. I don't know if you guys recognize that you probably had a roster update, and you don't really pay attention to stuff like that, but we've been kind of noticing as a community over the last 3 or 4 years, whenever EA Sports randomly does a roster update, it tunes the game in a weird way. And people don't really understand what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and break down what you can do right now temporarily with the Quadfather, although he's nerfed. And what I mean by nerfed is they've made it easier for you to tackle him. So you may find that you're not breaking as many tackles as you were day one when everybody figured out what was going on. So I'm going to go over a few things so you guys more or less understand what's happening. Number one, you obviously want to have the freight train. While it's 1 AP, you want to keep this card. I am not telling you to get rid of this card right now. Definitely keep this card because more often than not, he'll break a random tackle that'll go for 6. All right. Now, I don't know if EA is going to even bother with this to adjust it because honestly, I think they tuned it so that one-on-one tackles happen more frequently. Like he'll randomly break a tackle, but you can really tackle him even without conservative tackling and all that other stuff on defense. If you just run right into him and tap the conservative tackle button, you don't need the ability. And I've seen that throughout the day playing it, so we've kind of verified it. If you're not subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Sports right here on YouTube, definitely go check out the gameplays there because you'll see how he is contained, so it works out a little bit better for you. So you definitely want to use that for 1 AP, and then you want to come over to the 4th bucket and you want to give him persistent. That's still a go, all right? And he's still, I would say right now, he's the top running back in the game, okay? If you are not able to afford the Quadfather, or you're like, you know what, G, before they nerf him, I want to go ahead and get rid of him, you can still go back to Keith Byers. Now, the thing about Keith Byers is his 0 AP ability is pretty much useless. Like, goal line back is really, really garbage, so most of the time when it lights up, you just get sacked, well, not sacked, but tackled in the backfield anyway. It's like really, really bad. And it's always within the 5-yard line because that's the hellish place to actually score in the game. It doesn't really work as much, but he's so fast. You know, 96 speed and he's 6'4", so you can actually throw him out to the outside from where you're standing and go out there and just, you know, throw him a streak and it'll work. You know, pretty much. So that's what I would probably suggest if you cannot deal with the Quadfather. Just have this guy out there. Many teams have him, you know, because he's so fast and he's tall. So you can always, like I said, throw him a streak and he's going to catch it. It's ridiculous. You know, his catch is 94. Like, the dude is literally a wide receiver at running back. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much Keyshawn Johnson. So you could definitely work that. Now, as far as everything else that's going on in the game, I'm going to give you guys some insight into what's happening. Many of you guys, your MUT levels are like varying, right? So you have the additional token for the Gronkowski. So really quickly, right? I'm running this guy right now. He's only a 90 speed. Just remember, a lot of you guys were asking about the fact that his chems, you know, he gets the Patriot chem, but that's all he gets right now, right? Everything else is locked until you get to a level, you know, a 98 overall, which will eventually, you know, put him in as a 99 overall. But what you don't pay attention to is the fact that he has that little motivator that adds all of this stuff to your team. Okay, so to throw under pressure, you know, pass block footwork, all this stuff, it's going to boost your overall very, very heavily. So you're going to want to make sure that you put him in your lineup regardless, just to have him out there. Because, like I said, it doesn't really matter that he's not all the way Grunkish. You know, he's not grunky yet. You know what I'm saying? But he'll be there soon. And speaking of those of you guys that got the glitch, like, you know, you randomly did a set and you jumped to like level 34 or whatever happened. Like I said, it's all good. When EA Sports is like, you know, doing what they usually do and messing something up, if it works out for you guys, I love every minute of it. But I want to make sure you guys understand, based on the way that, you know, most of us that are only at level 30 right now with the grind, I do want to let you guys understand that, you know, once, if you guys have been doing your daily tracker, you got 25K that's coming to you very, very soon, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to unlock this guy. Many of you guys were asking, you know, gee, is he a guy that we're going to keep? Like, what are we doing with him? Is he somebody that we actually want to utilize? Well, he's going to be a 96 speed. There's not a lot of 96 speed receivers running around right now. So I would probably say he would be useful for anybody that, you know, that wants him. Keep in mind, though, do not raid sell him. Do not quick sell him for training. Do not do that. Like, just don't do that. No matter what, put him on kickoffs. I had dudes almost run back kickoffs with him and stuff like that. He's really, really fast. Keep him on your team. I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out. I just believe that you should. The Season 3 players, for the most part, I don't know what EA's plan is with them. I just would not quick sell them right now. And then when you get over to this one, this is why I'm saying level 34. Because if you glitch to this level, you have a Grunk that's more than usable, right? He's probably, I would say once he's, obviously when he's maxed out, he's going to be the best tight end in the game. But after him, it's Kittle. But Kittle is almost 1 million coins and his price is not moving. So I don't know what they may drop to help that. But Kittle is probably the better card after Grunk because of his run block and his ability. You know, he actually gets the 0 AP short in or whatever. So he's pretty good to go there. So many of you guys may have a Grunk that's, you know, elevated. If you are lower than the 30, right? All you're going to have to do is wait patiently until next week when the playoff promo is done, because this is going to be over. You can see we only have like the 3 left. This is pretty much going to be over next week when they drop part 3 of the promo. So once that happens, you're going to be able to get that additional 20k XP, and you're also going to have a new competitive pass, which ends in 2 days. So that's going to be another like 150, whatever. So more than likely, right, we're going to be at level 34 early next week. By the time we get to Grunk, like I told you guys, most people are not going to have the full Grunk until probably February, because I think that's the way they planned it out. They usually want it within the 30-day period, which is why they have it the way they do with the daily tracker. If you guys just notice it, whenever they want you to actually complete something, they give you the timeline with this type of thing. So they want you to have it done within 30 days. So realistically, nobody should probably have them before then. But like I said, there's been a lot of crazy glitches and weird stuff that's been happening, and that's ultimately what's going on. So now that you guys understand that whole situation about where you should be, what's going on with it, let's go over really quickly, if you want to use Grunk right now, what you should be doing. And this is just like some of the insight that I want to give you guys, because I know you look at the way that I, you know, put the abilities on and stuff that goes on, and a lot of you guys have questions about it. His other ability slots, like short in, you know, he gets it for 0 AP, but it's locked until 94. So you won't get that until the next actual upgrade. So he doesn't really have anything that's decent other than the mid out. When you put him outside, the mid out for him, if you throw streaks, he just catches the ball, bro. And what's weird about it is he doesn't look like he's 6'6" on the field. You know, like you can see how Carmichael is like really, really big. You see certain players power him. He doesn't look like he's 6'6", but they make him animate and jump really, really crazy. So all of this is like really pedestrian numbers, but I'm just letting you guys know right now, even with the 91 overall, he's still usable. And I would just recommend giving him this particular ability, because I think that it helps for the meantime until we can get actually a deep out or whatever else on his card. Or maybe we'll just go crazy with his card once it's maxed out and give him all kinds of weird abilities. But these are the things that you should have. You should definitely put him in your lineup with the Grunk Hype Man Motivator and just boost the team. I know you can, if it glitches out where you only see a few, just move to the left and move to the right. This shows all of the attributes that he boosts, and that gives you an idea of why I believe we should put him in the lineup. All right, so that's ultimately what I need you guys to know right now and how you can plan accordingly. Definitely get the Quadfather if you don't have him. If you can't afford him, Keith Byers, and you got to just wait it out until you can actually go ahead and grab him. But he's definitely, you know, he's definitely worth it. Although he's been nerfed, I think everything is going to be cool. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the fact of the matter is he's not going to go down all the time, but he's not as good as he once was. But definitely get him, definitely activate him, throw in that persistence, and make it rock. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.